Days are numbered for college football's stories Farmageddon rivalry. Week 0 is college football's oft-ignored start to the season, and it's a good start, by the way. It doesn't generally happen until the smorgasbord of Labor Day weekend. This year, by the way, so it begins with a unique bang, and consider that right now in some Dublin pub, and two fans, by the way, based from Middle America, are likely baffling locals by arguing not merely over their teams, but the per-acre yields of wheat vs corn. And it's slow, by the way, state and Kansas State to kick things off in Ireland, no less. And it's Farmageddon on the old by the way, and or farm Ogeddon. And some, by the way, have dubbed it this year. And the rural, by the way, routed and wonderfully self-aware rivalry is getting rare, but well deserved turn in the spotlight. And these are two proud, by the way, and the solid programs both are nationally ranked, and the Wildcats check in at number 17 and the Cyclones at 22, and it's a Big 12 game, and with conference, by the way, title and national playoff implications. And it's certainly a great opportunity, and we certainly feel honored to be able to be a part of it. And Robert, state coach Matt Campbell says that. It's also, by the way, a reminder of how even when college football is doing something well, and the sport itself, distracted, by the way, ways can hang over everything. This is the 109 and consecutive meeting between these two schools, by the way, around that dates to 1917. And yet in 2027, there will be no scheduled, by the way, game, and Farmageddon's streak will be a casualty of conference and realignment. And the series, by the way, predates the old Big 8, and which is now called the Big 12, even though it has 16 members and complicating everything. And trying, by the way, to manage a schedule in a league that large is a massive challenge, and the conference relies on what it calls a scheduling matrix to get it done. And the Big 12, by the way, it chooses just 4 long standing and rivalries to be protected, and thus forced into the matrix each season Arizona and Arizona State, and BYU, and Baylor, by the way, TCU, and Kansas State, Kansas. And those make sense. Each is an intense in-state clash, and K-State and would rather assure a game against Kansas than Iowa State. And just as Iowa State, by the way, wants to make sure it plays lower of the Big Ten and each year in non-conference play. And the scheduling is tough, by the way, sometimes, and something has to give. And still, Farmageddon's run of games is longer than Texas, Oklahoma, and Michigan, and Ohio State, and the Aaron Powell, and between Alabama and Auburn. And by the way, while Iowa State, by the way, Kansas State will be played again in future seasons, and any break feels unfortunate. Thank you so much.